Do you know who this is? If you think you know who that is, send me a text, send me an email, comment on this video, find me on Sunday and tell me if you knew who it was. I'm going to tell you right now who it is. This is former Saskatchewan Premier Tommy Douglas, the man who came up with Medicare, man voted greatest Canadian back in the early 2000s. Tommy Douglas was really an impressive man, and when Sarah was up in Dauphin helping Marilyn move some stuff out, she saw this book and she brought it home for me. She thought I might really like it. Not only did I like it because it taught me something about Tommy Douglas, but it reminded me of a spiritual truth. You see, this book is called Tommy's Team. And it's a book about all the people, as this picture shows actually, just in a really nice way, all the people that helped Tommy Douglas do the things that he did. Tommy Douglas may have been the father of Medicare, but he was helped by all kinds of doctors and advisors and people, and he had a whole team with him when he went and did these things. He may have got the credit, but there were lots of people working with him. And so this book outlines the lives of those people and gives you a short biography of their contributions to the things that were happening back then as well. Again, you might think that I'm nerdy for being excited about that, but here's the thing that I really got thinking about. No one does anything alone. No one accomplishes great things by themselves. And here's the spiritual spin on that. We're in a time right now where a lot of people think they don't need church. Especially since COVID. People have just dropped off of the map in terms of attendance. In fact, most places are down 40% right now is what I'm reading. People just don't think they need to come to church. They don't need to be with their brothers and sisters. They can just have their Bible and God, and that's all they need. But I'm going to try and convince you this Sunday that we really do need to get together, that there's something that happens when the body of Christ is together. We get some benefits and blessings that we can get in no other way. But here's the trick. The benefits and the blessings and what we get from one another are not necessarily the things you think you get. I think there are some things that are happening when the body of Christ gets together that happen in no other place and will not happen to us unless we are together. We don't necessarily see them or recognize them as blessings, but they are. We think we can avoid church because we don't need these things, but we do. If we're going to grow up as Christians, we need one another. If we're going to grow up as a church, we have to be together. An old African proverb says it takes a village to raise a child. This sermon's going to tell you it takes a village to raise a Christian. The sermon is called It Takes a Village. In our Bible study, we are in 2 Kings chapter 4. And this is a chapter of stories, so it's going to be a fun chapter to teach. There's 4 different stories in chapter 4, and each of those 4 stories teaches us something really important. So we're going to watch what Elisha does and where he goes and how he acts. And there's going to be little details in there that are going to mean something to us, but it's the overarching stories that are going to provide the big points. So I'd really encourage you to go and read those stories ahead of time, 2 Kings chapter 4, and learn those stories, hear those stories, so that when we come and teach them on Sunday, you have something to say about them, because they are very instructive and you will find some really good things there. As you might be able to hear in my voice, I'm not 100% well yet. I'm still just a little bit sick, which is bizarre because I never get sick like this. I never take days off, but this hit me pretty hard. So I know several of you are not feeling very well, so I hope you get recovered. Hopefully we're all in good shape for Sunday, because it's going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.